Hello everybody and welcome to another Mystery Box Function Challenge. In the purple box there is some mystery math and your challenge is to discover what that math is. You can use the link in the description, pause the video, and get to this page, enter in as many numbers as you like in the top, and see how they become transformed when they come out the bottom. We'll chart those here, all your ins and outs, and even graph those as ordered pairs, and that may help you get some clues about what is the mystery math. When you think you've got it, come on back, listen to the rest of the video, and see if I get the same thing you did. All right, let's begin. Here's a 0. 0 gives me 1, so maybe we're adding 1. Let's try a 2. Oh, whoa, 2 gives me 27. Now 27 stands out to me because that's 3 cubed. Let's try a -1 and see what happens. So -1 gives me 0. Let's try a -2. Okay, now what's plotted here looks like a straight line, but we know it's not because 227 would make this quite a curve. So let me try -3. I think we're going to see more of this graph on the left. Yeah. So what I'm thinking now, and 227 is sort of in this, somewhere way up here, almost 3 times as far as that is there. But the general shape is going to be looking like a cubic. So my thought is this is a cubic. We can really see that in here if we maybe choose the point -1/2, or sorry, -1/2 and -3/2. So let's try that. So -1/2. And -3/2. And what I'm looking for is that graph to sort of flatten out around that x-axis, and that's what it's doing. So this is definitely looking like a cubic. And what I noticed right off the bat is that this value is 3 cubed. This value, 1 cubed, is 1 cubed. And if you notice, we have a 0 and then a 2. They're both one less than that. So maybe we need to add to the x cubed first, or to the x value before we cube it, I mean. And that would go along with what I'm seeing graphically, because it looks like a regular cubic function that we just move one space to the left. And when we move functions one space to the left in general, we're thinking about inside a set of parentheses adding a number. That moves it in the negative direction. Seems counterintuitive. You add that it moves in a negative direction, but it does. And then maybe we would cube it. So let's see if this actually works. If I put a 0 in there, that would be 1 cubed. I'd get 1. That looks good. If I put a 2 in here, 2 plus 1 would be 3. 3 cubed is 27. It works for that. Let's put in a negative, well, if we put in this -1, -1 plus 1 is 0, and that's what we get out. 0 cubed is 0. If I put in a -2, -2 plus 1 would be -1, and -1 cubed would be -1. So this is looking really good. What would happen if I put in a 3 here? I would get 3 plus 1, and then I'd cube it. And 3 plus 1 is 4, and 4 cubed, well, 4 squared is 16, and times 4 again would be 64. So I think that if I put in a 3 here, I'm going to get a 64. And there it is, 64. So I'm pretty confident now. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, this is x plus 1 quantity cubed. And if we look at the graph of that, we see that cubic function, but just moved to the left one space. Well, how did that go? I think that's a tricky one. Did you see that it was cubic, and did you get that from the numbers? Did something in the numbers tell you that, or did you notice it from the shape that the graph was making? I'd love to hear. Thanks, everybody.